Lyla June. Come to find out, she's my cousin. Hey, there she is. We're downtown El Paso, Texas.
These are my 5 random questions with Lyla June. Your poetry to speaking and through your songs, you've inspired around the world, helping tribes of many nations. What gives you the courage to do what you do and to stand up for what is right?
Honestly, what gives me the courage to go up in front of big crowds of people all the time and share my music and poetry is Creator, and knowing that Creator loves me. And I, for a long time, didn't think I was worthy of doing this. I didn't think I was anything. I wasn't. Who was I? Who am I to get up and do these things? But Creator sent some messengers, and Creator sends messengers to all of us to let me know that I am worthy of sharing these things and that it is okay to stand up and give them. Because if not me, then who? And if not you, then who? So I think just knowing that even though I have lots of imperfections, I've made a lot of mistakes, Creator still wants me to get up there and try. And that's what the ancestors told me. They said, Lyla, we're not asking you to succeed. We're just asking you to try. So that's what I do with my music. I get up there on stage and I try all the time.
Traveling across the U.S. and around the globe, what is the strangest, weirdest, or scariest thing you've eaten?
Well, one time recently, I was in Ethiopia, and they put this they have this bread called, it's called injera, and then they just throw stuff on top of it. You just expect it to eat it. And it's like a sloppy mixture of something. And honestly, I have no idea what I ate. All I know is it tasted really, really bad. And I didn't want to be rude though, so I'm trying to eat it anyways, and just with this injera, but, I don't know, you have to be courteous when you are in other countries, but to this day, I don't know what I ate. But I remember it was brown, and it was wet, and it was sloppy. So, I'm not sure, but everyone else is eating it, so I tried to eat it too.
What's the difference in your own words on being educated and having the knowledge of your people?
Well, I think that I went to Stanford University, which is supposedly the top university in the country, right? And I noticed that after all the things I learned there, all the libraries, professors, computers, resources they had, I went back home to the res, and my grandma was speaking to me in Dinebaza, our language, and I couldn't understand her, And that's the day I realized, even the fanciest university in the world is not going to teach you your indigenous language. You want to know why? Because they don't care about our indigenous languages. They care about perpetuating a curriculum that is about Western America. And so if you really, really want to get educated, you gotta go home to grandma. You gotta go home to grandpa. You gotta go to the land and feel the land. You have to work with the animals and the plants. Those are the types of education that are really important. And if this world, this Western world, knew how to educate in a good way, the world wouldn't be falling apart right now. The whole world falling apart is based on that Western education. So is that really the kind of education we want? Or do we want the ecological Mother Earth education that our elders can give us? And I say that's what we want.
Navajo taco or Indian taco? And why?
Okay, I'm going to be honest here, and I'm going to lose a lot of fans right now. But I don't eat fry bread. I don't eat fry bread. So I would say neither. The reason I don't eat fry bread is because I heard that we created fry bread in the concentration camps when the government would give us flour and bacon and said, eat it. So that's what we came up with was fry bread out of the grease and the white processed flour that they gave us. And so I know that as Native peoples, as Diné, we're approaching 1 in 3 people having diabetes. 1 in 3, that's insane. So fry bread assists that diabetes, and it's not a traditional food. So that's my honest opinion. You can crucify me. I would not eat. I don't eat fry bread. Okay, that's not true. So every now and then I eat like half a piece just because it's so freaking good. But I try when people offer it. Most times I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm gonna chill with my blue corn mush.
I respect that.
To our young Native girls becoming beautiful sacred women, share some words to take care of themselves to succeed in this world now and then.
As a woman, just know that this world is out to get you, unfortunately. There is a war going on in the world right now, a war against life. And so what holds life? Water and women. So you'll notice around the world the water is being attacked and the women are being attacked. And the colonizers knew if you can take down the women, you can take down the whole tribe. And that's why our Cree relatives say that a nation is not defeated until the hearts of the women are on the ground. So just know that you coming to this earth as a woman is a very brave thing. And it's a hard thing because everything's trying to get at us. And they know that if they can get at us, they can get at the men who love us too. Because the men feel bad that the women are getting hurt. And so they harm everyone when they harm the women. They harm the women and they harm the men who love them. So just know that, it's hard. It feels hard because it is hard. And it feels like a battle because it is a battle. But the beautiful thing is, the one thing I would say to every woman is that nobody is entitled to touch you. Nobody. Not even a shoulder pat, not even a leg touch. Nobody is entitled to that, especially not another male. And so just know that if someone does that to you and you pull away, that's okay. If someone does that to you and you look like a crazy woman running away from him, running away in the parking lot, go for it. That is not his right. Nobody has the right to even touch you with the tip of their finger. Your body is your body, and nobody should ever be touching it. And only if you want to, if you're ready, if you've prayed about it, if you feel good about this person, then you can, if you want to, and if he wants to. But just know that nobody is entitled to your body, and you are not being mean by telling them to go away. A lot of us women, we want to be polite, right? Like, oh, well, I'll just let him hang around because I don't want to be mean. No, just tell him to go. Just tell him to go. He's the one who's being impolite by feeling like he's entitled to your time, your company, and your body. He is not. So know that you have a 5-foot radius around you. And if anyone comes into that 5-foot radius, keep an eye on them. Why are they in there? They shouldn't necessarily be that close. Not in our native societies. The men and the women's kept distance out of respect. So if they start getting close, just keep an eye on them. And if they feel weird, it's probably because it is weird. Trust your gut. And you can step back and you can say goodbye. You can even make up a lie and say, oh, my mom just called, I gotta go. Whatever you gotta do, girl, just know that your body is your body. And I know it's hard for us because we want to be nice, but just know you're not being mean by running away. And I've done it. I look like a crazy woman just running across the parking lot. I don't even say goodbye to them. I just turn around and walk away and let them deal with it. So just know you're allowed to do that. And that goes for our men as well. The men's body is sacred as well, and you should not be touched by anyone without your consent either.
Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Have a good day. Thanks for your random questions.
Thanks again. Oh, my new cousin.
Yeah.